Happy Monday, everyone. It's about 8 o'clock, so it's about an hour before I have to clock in for work. And I'm in my puzzle room and I'm working on a puzzle. And hopefully, third time is the charm, because I did this same video twice yesterday. I had to take about an hour drive, and when I do my long drives, that's when I normally do my videos. And the first time, I was about maybe 10 minutes into the video, maybe 7, and I looked up and I saw that the camera was counting down 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So I don't know what happened to that first video. And then the second video, because I usually play the videos back before I upload them, the second video, I realized that my GPS was playing all in the background. So it was cutting off a lot of what I had to say, like it was really loud. And that has never happened before that I can recall. And I know that I've used my GPS before while doing the video, so I'm not sure what happened yesterday. So hopefully third time is the charm, and we'll end up with a decent video. So I posted a video yesterday, and I said that I didn't post. I did a video yesterday, and I'm in my puzzle room right now. Did I say that already? This is where I do my puzzles. And I may be a little low because Neighborhood Insurance Baby is sleeping right now in the room. And this is the closet that's actually in my room, but I converted one of my closets over to my puzzle. What should I call it? Puzzle room, puzzle studio, puzzle place. There you go. So anyway, when I was doing a video yesterday, I said that I may not even upload it when I was done. I just needed somewhere to put my thoughts, because I've been trying to do more journaling lately, and I've kind of been using my phone. What happened here? It looks like one of the puzzle pieces got scratched or something. I don't believe that the finished product is supposed to have this little It's okay. So anyway, I've been kind of using my phone as a makeshift journal. I have 2 phones. Well, I kind of actually have 3. But so what I've been doing is I've been putting entries in my phone, and I'll text them to my other phone, so that eventually, when time is more on my side, I will transfer those entries to my actual journal. But yesterday I just needed somewhere to put my thoughts, and when I did the replay and I listened to the video and realized it wasn't the best quality to upload, I said, you know what, I am going to post it. I'm going to post it because, I try to be as transparent as I can in my videos. So I'm just going to re-say everything that I said in the video yesterday, if I can remember it all, and I'm going to upload it for you guys. So basically what I was saying is that this year seems to be the year of pushing through. This year was supposed to be so there's a lot of new things taking place this year, right? A lot of new things that has already taken place, a lot of new things that are on the horizon, and it's a lot. And this year was supposed to be about new beginnings and peace and happiness and restoration and all of this other stuff, right? But I keep facing these setbacks, and I'm not really into this puzzle thing right now. Y'all can tell because normally I'm just putting pieces together. It's not even making sense. This is not how I do it. Like, but anyway, so I but I keep facing these setbacks, right? I have some health stuff going on. I have some work stuff going on. I have some business stuff going on, right? And so it's teaching me a few things about myself. It's teaching me ways in which I have grown, ways in which I still need to grow, or ways in which I have grown, ways in which I have returned back to my original self, and areas that I still need work on, right? So, like I said, I have a lot of new things on the horizon, and so let me. I'm trying to paraphrase everything that I said yesterday, but those thoughts are they're not gone, but it's everywhere. So let me just start at the beginning. So, about 2 weeks ago, I had a meeting about one of the things that I have on the horizon. You know, like I said, I have many things that I am dipping my toe in this year. I'm not actually dipping my toe in. I'm fully submerging myself in quite a few things this year. And I had a meeting about one of the things about 2, maybe 3 weeks ago. And what I learned, or what I thought I learned, and I'll explain that in a minute, is that part of it is going to take time that I don't have, right? So in order to get involved in this thing, there's certain training that's required, and the training would directly conflict with my work schedule. And if I had that meeting maybe a week prior to when I had it, I would have been so discouraged. I would have been like, how can I do this? There's no way I can do this. Maybe this is a sign. I probably shouldn't do this, right? I would have, I know, like if it had been a week prior to the date that I had it, I probably would have been like extremely discouraged, right? But when I left the meeting after receiving the information, I was like, okay, it's a bit of a challenge, but I will figure it out. God is going to make a way for me, right? And that used to be my go-to attitude. Like at one time, I used to be extremely optimistic. Something would happen and I would be like, it's going to work out. We're going to figure it out. Maybe it's for the best. Maybe it's a deeper meaning. Maybe it's a lesson we're meant to learn. Like to some people, I may have been annoyingly optimistic, right? But somewhere in the last few years, I lost some of that. I may have lost a lot of that, right? But I wasn't. I was really, I said, it may be a challenge, but I know I'll figure it out and God is going to make a way. And then maybe a few days later, I came up with the idea that I will probably have to just take a leave of absence, like a month and a half, 2 month leave of absence from work to get this vital step in this new venture completed, right? So then, maybe a week after the meeting, I found out that I am no longer going to have my job. I found out that I'm no longer going to have my job, and that's a story for another day. But let me just check on neighborhood insurance. So, yeah. So when I found that out, I was cool. I was cool. I was about to go more into detail, but like I said, that's a story for another day. But I was okay with it, but I defaulted to, okay, maybe I should cancel my launch party. Maybe, and I found this out. It's been maybe a week and a half. Let me see. Today is Monday. It was last Tuesday. So it's been a little less than a week since I found this out. And I was like, okay, cool. But I defaulted to, maybe I should cancel this launch party. Maybe I should cancel my birthday trip. Maybe I should scale back my plans for Neighborhood Insurance Baby's birthday. Is this the right time for me to have launched this business? I went into all of that, right? So a day or two after that, I was like, I'm not canceling nothing, right? And that may change. I may, because the reason why I initially went into cancel mode, because I'm like, if I'm going to not have a job, it makes sense that maybe I should save as much money as possible, right? So yeah, that was my initial reaction. Then I was like, you know what? I'm not canceling anything. I'm so tired of putting me on the back burner. Like, it has been so long since I've really done anything big for me, or really anything small for me. The last time I can really say that I did something of significance for myself was in April of 2022, when I was pregnant with Neighborhood Insurance Baby. It was like the day of April 30th, because it was the day after my birthday, and I had what is called a blessings way. And some people mistake them for baby showers, but this is like just for the mother. And I can explain that on another video someday too, but it's a very beautiful thing. You may want to look it up if you have someone in your family who's expecting, or if you're expecting. It is just such a beautiful experience that I believe every mother should have, or something similar, before she embarks on childbirth. And while she's, her body is going through these changes of, growing this baby. It's beautiful. But not to get off topic. So that was April of 2022. And the last time before that, I can't even recall. So this is big. This is big to me. This is something that it's big. This business is something that I started from the ground up. And I say from the ground up like the business is like huge, right? But I mean, it is. It's huge to me. And I know that it has the potential to really grow. I believe this and some of the other things that I'm submerging myself into this year has the potential to be life changing for me, for my children. And I want to see it all through. And I am done. I'm done with putting myself on a back burner. And I believe I mentioned in the beginning of the video, about the setbacks. One of the setbacks is like some health stuff that I have going on. And some of it, in part, it's directly related to me putting myself on a back burner, right? So I decided I'm not going to do that. I'm going to go forward with my plans. I'm going to do this launch party. I'm going to take my birthday trip. I'm going to level myself a lot. And I'm going to, do the things that I want to do for Neighborhood Insurance Baby's birthday. I'm going to do all of it, right? So then, a few days after I made that decision, I was hit with another setback. So I made a purchase for something that is very vital to the business, but also very vital for my launch party. And it didn't pan out. When I received it, it was incomplete. Everything that I needed wasn't there. So I thought that they were going to be able to do I'm sorry, y'all, an exchange. I had to send the original product back, and I thought they were going to be able to do an exchange. They could not do an exchange. They had to do a refund. So I had to find somewhere else to purchase it from. And then, look, let me tell you something else. So the purchase, it was, what I purchased, it was a little expensive. And when I found out, when I knew I had to send it back, and I found out that they weren't going to do an exchange, they were just going to do a refund. They didn't have it. They didn't have any more in stock. They couldn't return it, do an exchange. I'm like, well, maybe I should just hold off on purchasing this right now, because I am about to lose my job, and I probably should hold on to that money when they refund it, But that didn't even make sense. On one hand, it made sense because, yes, I'm about to, lose some income. However, like, the money was already spent. Yeah, they're going to refund it, but I know I need this thing for my business, right? But here I am. Maybe I should hold on to the money. And one thing I know, that God has always looked out for me in the money department. I know this, Like, I was unemployed for 6 months without receiving unemployment, and didn't miss a beat. Didn't miss not one payment on anything. Nothing got cut off. Nothing got, repoed, or God, He looks out for me, But I just defaulted to that survival mode, and like, how you gonna do your business without this thing, So I'm like, whatever. Yes, they're going to give you the refund. It's a decent size refund, but you need this thing for your business. Find somewhere else to purchase it and purchase it. So that's what I did. But there's a delay. The time frame in which I needed it, I probably could still get it done, but then it would require me to rush, because when I receive it, I still have to learn how to work it properly. I have to learn how to, it's a learning thing. This business is new. I'm going to be dealing with new type of equipment that I've never used before. So I need to learn, and I don't want to try to rush things, right? Now, if I get it and it comes and it's just like second nature and I can produce what I need to produce quickly, then fine. But I don't want to have to rush, because when I provide a product, I want it to be a quality product. I don't want it to be something that I just rushed just so I can have this product for phase 2, or just so I can have this product for the launch party. So there was a delay. I'm not going to get it as fast as I thought I was going to get it. And then even once I get it, I still have to learn, how to use it and how to use it to properly make what I need to make, right? So that's a delay. So I was doing Neighborhood Insurance Baby's hair the other night, and I came up with a brilliant idea. I'm like, oh, this is great. So I bought what I needed, or thought I needed, to do a trial run, and it did not pan out well. Like, it did not go well at all. The concept was good, but I guess like the materials that I used didn't quite go well together. So I have to do a little more research to figure out what best to use together. And if I can figure that out, that may be my phase 2 instead of the original phase 2. But I'm getting a little off topic again. So this delay is going to like severely impact what I had planned for my launch party. And I was just, so I defaulted again, like, maybe I should just really cancel this launch party. And I have what I call a makeshift business consultant, right? So I was like, I really have to come up with something that I can do for this launch party to, as a plan B, as a backup plan to my original plan, because I want to keep things interesting. I want it to be fun. I did want to introduce phase 2 at the launch party, but if not, I still have to find a way, to just make it fun. And then I came up with an idea. I ran it past my makeshift business consultant, and they were like, I absolutely love it, right? And I loved it. I knew I loved it, but I just wanted to see how it would be received by the crowd, because this is my business. So sometimes when it's our business, we're excited about everything that has to do, and we think all of it is brilliant, and we just love it. But if I'm inviting people to help celebrate the business, I do want to keep them engaged. So I wanted to see how someone who would be attending would receive the idea. And I know that this person, like, if it was a crappy idea, I trust that they would have said, I'm not feeling that, right? So anyway, but the part that really stood out to me is they said to me, you are good at staying positive at times like these, right? And I was like, wow, because like I said in the beginning of the video, I used to be extremely optimistic. And I know at one point I did used to be good at staying positive at times like this, right? But again, somewhere in the last few years, I lost some of that. So to hear someone else say that was one of those moments that just showed me, okay, you are returning back to, you're getting back to the old you. So that, that was good to see that, to hear someone else say that, because sometimes we don't recognize our growth, or we don't see how far we have come, right? Which is part of what I'm going to dive into, because I said, this year, or did I say that on the video that I don't know if I said it on this video or if it's just on a video that was messed up yesterday, but this year has been showing me areas where I have improved, areas where I still need work, and areas where I am returning back to myself. But one of the areas is that I have become so hyper critical of myself, and I don't know when that happened, right? But I'm going to get back there in a second, because I think I need to finish the point for the what I was making about the business. So push through. That's push through. That was what I intended for the topic of this video. So just like I had the big life change that happened that pushed back my timing for the launch of my business, because I intended to launch it in February on my dad's birthday, but I had to push it back to March because I had a major life event that pushed me back, but I still was able to get it done. It was a little later than I planned, but I got it done, right? It's no different than this launch party. Like, the crazy part about it is I'm thinking about cancel. Well, the money thing was, I think that was a legitimate reason that I thought about canceling it. But to cancel it because what I wanted to do for phase 2 may not pan out, and cancel it because one of the activities that I wanted to do, I probably won't be able to do. That didn't even make sense. I mean, it kind of did, but this is my business. This is my launch party, and nobody knows the vision but me. So if I get there to the launch party and I have to launch phase 3 as phase 2, no one knows that but me. I never, disclose. Well, I told a few close people what phase 2 was going to be. But if I have to delay that and make that part 3 and launch something else as phase 2, no one knows but me, If the original activity that I had planned for the launch party has to be substituted with another activity, no one knows that but me. So I'm saying this to say, we don't always have to hold on so rigidly to the plan. The same way the business got launched a little late, but it's still launched. The launch party may look a little different than I originally planned, but I will push through and it will still happen. So, if there's anyone out there like me who sometimes hold on so tightly to what the plan was supposed to be or what it looks like, let go a little and realize that even if the plan changes, it can still, manifest into something beautiful. The plan can change, and plans do change, just like my the reason why I'm not I think I put together a pretty decent plan for losing the job. I'm not going to rush out and get a new job. Now, if an opportunity presents itself, then fine, but I'm not focusing on rushing out and getting a new job. I think I'm going to ride the non-employment wave for a while, see where that takes me. I'm going to focus on my business and my baby and this new venture that I'm submerging myself into, and just see how that works. So I'm not trying to juggle and balance too many things at one time, right? I think I have a pretty decent plan together, and I know that plans change. I know that things don't always work out according to plan, but like I said, God always has looked out for me in the money department, and I think that I can make this work. And even if that plan changes a little bit, I'm confident that I can do this, right? So that's the place that I had to come to with this business. Yes, I wanted to launch, especially because I have not done something so, something big for me in a while. I had an idea of how I wanted things to look, but things will still look great. And who knows, this plan may come together even better. And that's the message here. That's like the lesson. And it's a lesson for me, and hopefully it's a lesson for anyone who may need it, on this video. The plan may not always go in the order or look exactly how you initially planned it, but that doesn't mean that it can't still result in something beautiful. So I wanted to put that message out there. And I wanted to also say, not just push through obstacles and setbacks and challenges that may pop up along your journey, but also push through your own thoughts. Because that's where I am needing to still work. That's an area that I still need to work. And that's why, that's really why I really wanted to upload that video yesterday. When I was doing a replay, I'm like, I really need to upload this video. But it just was ridiculous with all the GPS. Like, it was cutting me off. You couldn't hear parts of what I was saying. But I wanted to push through it because, I wanted to push through and upload it anyway, even though I didn't really feel comfortable uploading it. But I'm going to tell you why I was going to. Because like I said, I always want, if I'm going to do these videos, my goal is maybe they can help someone. So I want to be as transparent as possible. And one of the things that I need to push through, or one of the things that I need to still work on, is being so hypercritical of myself. And I don't know when that happened, especially since I'm a person who is often telling other people, give yourself some grace, be patient with yourself. Things take time. I tell people this all the time, and some of you may know that I'm a doula. I'm a birth doula, and when I was pregnant with Neighborhood Insurance Baby, I was all fired up to become a postpartum doula, right? And because the postpartum, it's a lot of birth doulas out there. Not that we couldn't use more, because, it's something that is definitely needed. But I think we really do need a lot more postpartum doulas. So I was fired up to start, I was going to transition from, I haven't been doing the birth side. I haven't. But I wanted to relaunch that business, and I was going to just do postpartum. And I would probably do some backup birth doula work for like a doula friend of mine. She was actually my doula. But I really wanted to focus on the postpartum side. But then after I had the baby, I'm like, do I really want to leave my baby to go help, other families with theirs? Does that really make sense? And what I decided is no, I don't want to leave my baby. I don't want to leave my baby I didn't even want to leave my baby to, go into a job 5 days a week, which is why I left my job that I was at for 20 years, right? So at the time, it just wasn't the right time. But it's something I may decide to go into down the line, because it's something that's really needed. I think that it's a really good profession, and so many families need it, right? So since I will possibly go into it one day. I'm not going to share the name of my business with you, but my name for that business, it reflects the fact that this is after you have a baby. It's a journey, not a sprint, to get back to being you. I tell new mothers, well, not necessarily new mothers, but mothers who have had, because, I'm not a new mother because I have children in their 20s, but mothers who have had new babies again, or, sometimes some of the mothers are new mothers. I'm just not. That after you have a baby, it, because a lot of the mothers in the groups that I'm in, they're just so hard on themselves. Their parents, the things that they used to be able to do, that it's a little bit more challenging for themselves now. Not being able to keep the house clean as it was, just a lot of things. And they're just so hypercritical on themselves. And I'm like, and then it's snatchback culture. People want to have a baby and want their body to snap back to what it used to look like a week after, just unrealistic. And I'm constantly telling women, not just women, because men too, about other things, not childbirth, of course, but, just to have grace with themselves. And I found myself not having a lot of it with myself, so I'm having, like I said, some health things going on. And like I said, part of it is due to me putting myself on a back burner. And part of it is directly related to just some life challenges that I found myself in. And, with the healing thing, so I'm like, it can look like things are going in this direction. And I'm like, oh, I'm gaining some of my weight back, or I'm starting to look like myself again. And then a few days later or a week later, I'll notice something else. And it's like, it'll be in this direction and then it's in this direction. And it's a bit frustrating because I was like so healthy, I was like so healthy. And I was one of the people that people would come to for health advice and, things like that. And it's, my eating habits, I went back to eating habits that I had let go, like 10 years or better ago. When I got pregnant, a lot of that, some of it went out the window. And it's just taken me time to get back to my physical self. And which is why I wanted to upload the video yesterday, but did not want to upload the video, because sometimes I look in the mirror and I'm like, I look in the mirror and I feel like I just look an old, run down, tired mess, And yesterday, I took neighborhood insurance baby out to interact, just be around some other children. But when I looked at myself, I'm like, I just look a mess. I felt like I looked a mess. And this is not me fishing for compliments. This is not me wanting you guys to come on a video and say, oh, you look fine, you don't look bad. This is not me looking for that at all. This is just me being transparent, because even if you would come on and say those things, I still have to look in the mirror and see them. If I don't look in the mirror and see it, I appreciate the compliments, but I have to see it, I have to see it. And oftentimes I don't. And yesterday was definitely one of those days, but so I wasn't going to do the video. So the day before yesterday, when I knew I was going to be taking the hour-long ride, I said, I'm going to do the video because I wanted to just talk about pushing through. But when I looked at myself yesterday, and I'm like, I think I looked a little cute. outfit wise, but I just didn't see it when I looked in the mirror, my face. I even looked in the mirror and I saw, like, I've had issues with my skin. I've had issues with my skin, and depending on what I'm eating, my skin can go through changes, but I've never been a person prone to blackheads, right? And I'm like, where? I mean, I don't know if you can see it here, but I had like right here, I had like a blackhead. I'm like, what in the world? Like, I've never been a person who has been prone to blackheads, right? But it wasn't just a blackhead. It was just like when I looked in the mirror, I just felt like I looked an old, tired, rundown mess. So my plan that I had planned the day before yesterday to do the video, I'm like, I'm not doing this video today. I look a mess. So that's what made me decide that, yes, I am going to do it. I'm going to do it because I look a mess. And it ties right into pushing through. Even though I look in the mirror and I feel like I look a mess, I'm going to push through and I'm going to get this message out here anyway, right? And well, today I'm just really waking up, and so I don't feel like I look much different than I did yesterday, but so I'm going to still upload this. But I said, if you're committed to this YouTube channel and you're committed to these videos and, whatever, even on the days that you get on here and you may not feel like you look your best, I'm going to push through anyway, and I'm still going to upload the video. And I just need to take a minute and realize that it definitely took time for the things that is going on with me health-wise. It took a while for me to get there, and it's going to take a while for me to get back, to myself health-wise. But I am confident also. I think I have my days. I have my days because I just want to get there fast. I'm not used to not feeling my best. I'm not used to not looking my best. I'm used to looking youthful. I'm used to feeling youthful, and it's just not my reality right now. But so I'm not like, some days I am like really discouraged. I'm like, you know what? Maybe I should just say forget it. Maybe I should just say forget it and to continue, forget going back to eating the healthy lifestyle and, all of this, because am I ever even going to get there? Like, is it pointless? But I have a 1-year-old son that I need to be here for. So I can't just give up and say forget it and I'm just going to eat whatever I want. And, I can't do that. I can't. Not only do I need to be here for him, but I need to be here healthily for him, He's young. He's full of energy. I need to be able to keep up, So, but it is, this is definitely new for me. This is definitely new for me. But I definitely will stay on, push through those moments when I'm like, maybe I should just say forget it, and I'm going to push through that. And so what I'm trying to learn to do, and I realized that I need to get better at, is being so hypercritical. And I didn't mean for this video to be so long, but since I am also doing this, I'm kind of rambling and I'm not getting to the point. The video yesterday was shorter. But I'm going to get better, and I'm going to give myself more grace, and I'm going to also get better. I need to get better at time management, because I know that even little baby steps, like I could wake up in the morning and I can do quick little mini facials, or I can boil water and, you can do a tea facial. You can use tea and you can boil it and put it in a bowl and put your head over it and put a towel over your head and like a steam facial. Just little quick things that I can do to start to feel better and look better, so that when I look in the mirror, I don't see what I've been seeing lately. Just small steps, but I just need to find the time to do them. Like I could have done that this morning, but you know, the business, I need, you know, I got to prioritize the time for me, for the business. I am still working right now. Oh, I'll still have the job for about another 2 months. So, just finding the time to do a lot of the things that I'm doing right now, but I really have to prioritize that self-care and give myself some grace. The same grace that I would tell everyone else to give themselves. So I'm pushing through me uploading this video and me, you know, like I woke up this morning and, you know, I washed my face, I brushed my teeth. I didn't apply any oil to my skin or anything. You know, I didn't do any special prepping for this video to make myself look, you know, a little better for the video, because I want to give it to you raw and uncut. And because I really did not feel good appearance-wise yesterday, that's why I wanted to do it, so I can push through that discomfort and give you that video yesterday. But it just must not have been meant, because the GPS was like, nope, you're not uploading this video. So I think I'm going to go ahead and end this video here. I've been rambling for like 46 minutes, but I hope somewhere in my rambling the message was delivered. Don't hold on so rigidly to the plan. Even if the plan has to change, it can still shape up to be something beautiful. Give yourself some grace. Push through those nagging, negative thoughts, you know, self-thoughts. And just push through. And even push through, and I'm not really dealing with much of this. I'm not really dealing with this, but a lot of things that become an obstacle for some people is pushing through the negativity that they hear from others. You know, others tend to put you down, especially if you're venturing off into something new. I received a lot of support with my new venture, but that's not the case with everyone. But that's something else. You know, for some people it's hard to push through the critics and the criticism. But I want to encourage you, if you're dealing with that, to push through that as well. So I'm going to end this. It's about maybe 12 minutes before I have to clock in. So I'm going to end this. I thank you. If you listen to this whole video, I thank you. And it's the Neighborhood Insurance Lady. And I'm wishing you, as always, love, laughter, and life insurance, but also peace and puzzles. Until next time.